friends, welcome to or welcome back to Noras Cove. If you're new here, I'm Yoshida, and here at the Cove, we like to budget and plan in confidence. But today, you guys, we're going to be doing a quick monthly review of my CP Petite, my weeks, all that great stuff. Excuse me, what has changed and what has kind of remained the same. I'll start here in the front because nothing really has changed here. And monthly stayed the same. What I did do, and that way I can kind of clean this out. I need to take out my habit tracker because I'm tracking throughout my weekly insert. I'm just going to take a few pages out of this because I may refer to that for something else. And this is what I had a little list that I needed for products, hair products, Noras Cove products, and all businesses pretty much. So we'll take that out because we got pretty much all of that. So yeah, it's kind of like a monthly review. Oh, speaking of monthly, let me take this out as well. And then we're going to get to the plan with me. So my goals for the month of January financial, personal, home, and business. And I changed these up like in kind of every planner. Some of them may stay the same, but some don't. I wanted to save $200. We did not complete that, so we're going to roll over. We did do some savings, and we probably could have reached $200, but, you know, we had to dip in it because of snow days. Open a SoFi account, which I did. 2 to 3 car notes. I did 2. And pay off Sezzle, which I didn't do, and high yield savings deposit, which I did. Let me get a highlighter out. So we did pretty much 2 car notes. We did put money in a high yield savings account. Personal, I was to exercise, less eating out. And towards the end there, the eating out went downhill. Okay, home, declutter, and clean office. I did do some of those, but I still got to move those over. In business, I wanted 5 new hair clients, nails, 3 new clients, and no code to make $500. None of that happened. I did get some new clients for the month of January. I think I got like 2 or 3 hair clients. Nail clients is kind of hard because I'm not really posting my work on my social media. I just started back like yesterday posting my nail content on my personal Facebook account. But right now, because you got to weed out the bad. And I have no patience for crazy. Okay, so I'm not posting because the craziest people will contact me about nails, or it's crazy. But nonetheless, here is how my monthly turned out. I forgot to write my totals for these 2 weeks. A lot of things got paid. We did pay 2 car notes. We did get our brakes done. And then it was still making a noise after I got my brakes done. And then I took it back, but I waited about 2 weeks because I thought it was me. And after a while, I was like, nah, my car, for this to be luxury, it sounded like a jank. It sounded janky. So I took it back, and I know I wasn't having that sound before I got the brakes done, so he did fix whatever was wrong with it. And then on the back here, I have like my grocery list, things like that. And then let's get into February. So I've already decorated my February here. I didn't do a color coding in here like I did in my budget planner. And I used, of course, these red dots from Cloth and Paper, some washi tape, and this from Cloth and Paper, just to map out like my card notes and just the bills. And those red dots represent my bills. I did put in that I want to do half hour, you know, the same thing I did in my budget planner, but I realized that's just not going to work at this time. So that is that. But let's talk about the weeklies. That's the main thing. So I use this kind of like a brain dump and then to transfer it over to my actual weeklies. But I like to kind of just do this like bed planning, and I try to just make it real simple so that I can come in and do most of the things and just kind of see what needs to be moved. So there's a few things that needs to be moved, like the savings challenge, emergency fund, start my envelopes, and design bridal shower invite. I did that, but I just did that this week. So yeah, but I got a lot of stuff done this week of the 19th through the 25th. And then this week was the 26th through the 1st. We got some things done over here. And I like the kind of minimal design in here, but to me, I did a little too much. And then this is the week of this past week. So I'll go through here, check those things out, and I'm just going to take these out. And then I need to go ahead and take these out, but I just wanted to keep them in here because I like to see how I decorated, what got done, what didn't get done. But this is what we started the year off with. And I just got back into planning like in January. So this is what I started back with because this is what I liked for this particular planner. And so now I can take these out because I'm not using them. And I'm in love with the new Task Weekly. So I introduced the new Task Weekly roughly around the 12th or the 11th. And this is that first week that I used them. And it was just so functional for me. I used highlighter, what are those, time blocking stickers or priority stickers from Cloth and Paper. And then the same with this week, I threw in some washi tape and just pretty much highlighter. And the purpose of me doing this, I'm gonna take these out, was because I wanted to, I need to leave that. Well, now I gotta kind of leave them. I don't, Yoshida. The purpose, I'm gonna move this. The purpose of me creating these was just to make it a little functional, more functional so that I could see my week in a better view. I love a good graph, so that's what it was. And then this is that week, the 26th through the 1st. Here it is here. So I guess I could get rid of these. Let's take these out because we have that. And so since this is like the beginning of February, we'll leave these in. Again, things got done. And I started to add my paycheck budget in here because I took my budget section out. And these are very helpful. This is the current week that we're on. And I got some things done. And this is my favorite highlight. I wish I knew the number, but I don't. Update inventory. I did a lot of that last night. Laundry got done. Nail supplies got bought. Didn't do State Farm. Didn't do the ticket. The Tennessee ticket, the DC ticket. Bree, I know. I said I was going to do the DC ticket. And I did call the mechanic. And like I said, he did take care of me. And then that's all here. Acuity got paid. And a lot of bills got paid, but we did not make a lot of money this week. Total with hair and nails, it was $8.95. I didn't even include the Noras Cove. And then all this stuff gets moved over. But a lot of stuff got done. My week was very, I did attend church this morning. It says start dinner, but no, it's Super Bowl Sunday, not doing that. So now we're on the current week. There were no changes back here except for I took out the spending tracker. I think I did update adding some meal planner inserts because I found them as I was cleaning and actually went looking for them. So that's another thing. What I'm doing, I'm not necessarily meal planning. This is the last time, so this lets you know I've been eating out pretty much for 2 weeks. But what I do is I write down what I'm eating. If I do cook something, I would highlight it with a sticker to let me know that was a good meal. Maybe, you know, transfer it to the next week or later on down the line. So I'm not taking these out. I'm just gonna leave them because just in case there's something on here that I want to do. So I added in a few more. I'm gonna try to get back to my meal planning. And then I did add in the recipes insert, and then I kept the meal ideas, but that's about it. I did add in some meeting notes here, and then that's it. And of course my spending tracker, which actually I'm going to take out because we're in the month. Wait, this might be, no, we're still on this. I did take the other ones out. So yeah, I took out the old ones that I was using. So I'm gonna add another page, which is here, and that is that. So let's get to the weekly so that we can plan this week. But I just wanted to update you guys. I didn't use a lot of dailies, and actually I realized I was supposed to have been changed my dailies. This box was never supposed to be here, not like that. So I fixed it, and I fixed this where it says to do. I put task, and then instead of top task, I put priorities. So I'm gonna reprint some of these. Only had a few days where I had to use a daily, and normally I only use dailies when I am like got a lot to do. So let's take these out. And then here I've already marked off what got paid, and I saw that Apple came out today, but I have not seen Canva. So sometimes Canva comes out on the 10th. So we'll double check that in budget, and I've already put in my totals of what I've made this week. So let's move this to the side, and I'm gonna zoom in. So I've already written in February. Let me get my date dots. And I've been carrying this pouch. Is anybody still using this Delphonics pouch? I think that's what it's called. Let me get my little planning pouch out. I'm going to add the date dots per usual, AM routine. I'm going to put my customers down, and of course, totals, habits, and then I'll come back and we'll do some decorating. Okay, so I'm back and I have put in AM routine, and what I did was I went in with my favorite Tombow and just highlighted that because that's something we noticed is going to get done. I went in and put in my appointments. I normally have them written somewhere else, but I didn't. And then I put totals over here, and I actually highlighted that. I put in my habit tracking. So now let's look to see what bills are due. This is February. Maybe I need to look at my budget planner. Oh, this is January. I was going to say, because this is a little crazy. And y'all, let me back up a little bit. My last video of me showing my classic HP setup, there's one mistake. I said there was like 170 something pages. There's 134 pages. And I was thinking about, I think, the previous ones. And then two, I was all over the place because I was so excited. Like, I wanted to get that video out. So I'm all over the place. My ADHD was on 1,000. So please forgive me. So I'm trying to slow down today and make sure I don't forget anything. And then I saw a mistake on the inserts, so I'm gonna have to fix those. But the good thing about that is, like, if you purchase the bundle and it gets an update, you get the update a free, you know, if you get the new link to update your planner, your budget planner. So anyway, let's go to dates. I just wanted to clear that up. So I know Wednesday, Allie is due. It was due, I thought it would be the 9th, but I stretched them to Wednesday and asked them, could I do Wednesdays instead of Mondays? And they were like, yeah. So that's good. Allie, I got to get State Farm in here somewhere, so I'm going to put that on my task list. I'll put them at the top. And yes, we're going to roll over tickets. Call court. And I need to call court about the tickets anyway, but it is Barclays. So I'm going to call them. Alrighty, we're on the week of the 9th to the 15th. And then we have CapCut on the 13th. Subscriptions is going to eat me up. I'm always say, hey, yeah, I'll do it. And then that's what we have. So important, State Farm, tickets, and there's something else. Oh, oil change. Put that on my task as well. I just don't know what day I'm going to do the oil change because Allie comes first. And then, okay, over here with totals, I'm just going to put days of the week. And I said this in another video, but if you don't need totals like me, you can use this for meal planning. You could use it for like mileage if you have to drive for your job, and you can just put the dates and then put the mileage or whatever, you know, make it yours or however you want to do it. Let's see. I just want to make sure I get all the major stuff out the way. I have my schedule, which is the main thing, task. Let me look at my last week to see. And did I plan for this week? I'm going to look over there. Yeah, my little mini planner. What didn't get done? No, I haven't done my pre-plan. So I'm going to look at last week. Oh, We have laundry. That may be getting done today. We have decluttered. We finished the bridal invitations. Sent those out. Meal plan, grocery store, update shop. We're still doing some updating, which I did do this, so I gotta put down digitals. We did new releases, emergency funds, start envelopes. I don't know if this would be a perfect week to start the digitals. Okay, now let's go to last week and see what did not get done. Oh, I just realized I didn't make a space for nails. So far, I don't have any nail clients this week that I know of, but I get some last minute, so let's see if we get any. Okay. Anything I did not complete. We did finish the finance bundle. I don't want to check that off because I may move that. We did a car wash. I want to go back to the car wash because I just got a basic car wash because I got it with gas. But I feel like it needs a better wash. So I'm going to put that down if we can fit that in the budget. And I would typically want to schedule on a day that I pay the car note. But whatever. So we got to get an oil change. I just don't know when and where I can do an oil change. The best day would be Wednesday because I don't have to be to work till 12. But my the greedy spirit in me wants to go get my oil change because it's next to a Red Lobster. So while they were going to my car, I walked down the street to the Red Lobster and have lunch. So that's not going to work. Yoshida, the greedy spirit. Okay, anything next week? I typically don't really do next week unless it's something I know that is coming up. Or like by the midweek, I know what's not going to get done. It's going to get moved to next week. So right now, that's just empty. But without any deco, this is what we have. But we have to do something because it's Valentine's Day, which I almost forgot. So let me get my washi tape. Now, I know you're not going to act like this. I don't have anything planned. Y'all let me know in the comments. Do you and your significant other or your partner do anything for Valentine's Day? Me and my husband, I don't think we've ever been out. We've been married going on 20 years. We've been together for like 22. And I don't think we've ever did anything on Valentine's Day. Oh, see, that's not enough space, Rashida. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I'm in love with washi tape. I think I might have watched one video and somebody used like neutral washi tape. And I was like, you know what? I like that. I like that. Okay, so we have that marked. And I wanted to do something with my love letter stickers. And y'all, I didn't post, but the love letter stickers are available on the shop, and I think I said that. So I like to use these for time blocking. And it also helps bring my attention. I'm trying to think. Oh, I had her down here. Anyway, this is going to take me a while, so I'm definitely going to put this time blocking sticker here because this is a color correction, and it's going to take about 3-4 hours. It just depends. Anyway, let's see. Let's highlight the 14th because it's Valentine's Day. And then Allie, I'm going to put a bigger one of these for Allie. to bring my attention. And y'all, I think this is kind of it, okay? This is kind of it. I'm trying to see if there's anything else big. Guess I'll use this. Nah. Let me see if I can find. Here we go. So I have these part of the love letter. I did a little small one here, so I'm gonna take them and because I cut it in half. Okay, and then I think I wanna use this as time blocking as well. And then I want to add a little more washi tape. I know. Monday, oh, I forgot. I got to add this in here. Even though I put this in my business planner, but in my business planner, I put in my admin time, which I kind of do sometimes in my morning routine. But on Monday, after lunch, and I didn't put in my lunch hour, y'all. We got to put a lunch in. So Monday lunch is a little early. And then we're going to do some admin, which is work on orders. And my typically ship, if you didn't know, unless it's something simple, orders are ship out on Monday, but orders generally ship out on Tuesday. So here, around 8, we do some admin, and that's mainly packing. And then London is going to take, I don't even know. I'm going to put my lunch at around 2, and then we'll be going around the post office around 5, but I'm just going to put admin at 4, which actually I can move it up, and then I'm going to put post office. That is my plan, unless something happens. But here we're going to do some admin on Wednesday. We won't get lunch. This client, she takes me 45 minutes to do, so we'll do lunch at 1:30. And then that evening we can do some admin at 4 if need be. In case if it's too many orders and I can't get them out on Tuesday, they'll ship on Wednesday. And then on this particular day, let's do admin. Also, I can decide on what day I can get admin and depending on my clients. Like here on Friday, my first client is at 9:30. There will be no admin. It takes me 2 hours to drink coffee. So there will be no admin on Friday and no admin on Saturday. Now, I do a little admin in the evenings on Saturday. Like yesterday, I did a lot. Oh, I forgot church. And then I'm just going to put dinner. And I forgot my sister chat. And my sister chat is just me and my besties from elementary school, middle school, kindergarten. We all are still friends and we get together. That's what my girls trip is with. And we just get together on Sundays and just chop it up and catch up and then talk about an upcoming trip. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these. This is one of my favorites. And let me get my little slicer. I don't know why these things don't work for me. They're always messing up, but so I can see. All right, there we go. And there. Okay, y'all, we got disconnected, but it's okay. Alrighty, and oops. I'm going to use this one to block off admin time. And we can definitely do some admin that day. I have another one here. Admin time. I'm going to do it right here. Break it up a little bit. And so this concludes this week's Plan With Me, you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. This is the ending result of my weekly. And if you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell. Come back for more. Do me a favor, don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a comment in the comment section letting me know that you're new so that I can welcome you to the cove. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.